Thank you for joining my channel. I want to share with you today's readings is the 12 zodiac signs, and I will do them a little bit differently than last week. I'll also show what kind of elements I use in my readings. Alright, so let's start off with the cards. I use the Druid deck. They're a little bit larger than I'd like, but they speak volume to me. The other cards that I use are known as key cards. Key cards, they just have a key drawing on the back, but they're derived from many different places, essentially the tarot deck, and they're worded in such a way that to me it speaks more, and I join these key cards as kickers to other cards or the whole reading. The other element that I use is the pentagram and how I incorporate the pentagram. I have this on my business cards or little leaflet, as you can see. People ask me what this is, and this is essentially what I'm about to show you. The cards are laid out like this, but they all represent the 5 elements. And let's bring this out so you can see it. There it is. It unfolds itself and it comes out to the 5 elements. We've got wood, fire, earth, metal, and air, and of course water right here. Okay, let me just bring that saturation a bit down, or the transparency. And so the readings that I will do today will incorporate this little pentagram. For now, let's get into the numerology. The numerology. So here's the numerology, and I'll explain it to you. So there's a lucky number square, and people have told me that this reminds them of Sudoku. I've never played the game, so I don't know, but what it essentially is, I take your birthday or any important date that you want to work on. Let's say in this example we have November 8th, 2022. The objective that I have is to fill, well, first we find out what this adds up to. 20 plus 22 plus 8 plus 11 gives you the magical number, which is 61. You break that down and you get 7 as your life path number, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. We're just going to concern ourselves with the number 61. So these 4 numbers, the special date, the anniversary, or the date of your marriage, or the date of some other special event, and you want to generate those lucky numbers, well, I will put all the numbers in these squares, and they're specific numbers because every number has to correlate with 2 or 3 planes. For instance, the number on this square has to play with these numbers, has to play with these numbers, and it has to play with these numbers. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. So 61, I have to fill in all the numbers, right? And believe it or not, every single one of these numbers are in the position they need to be. 13 here can't be just switched over, because now all of a sudden I'll have 21 in this position, and that will not add up to 61, which is what we want. We want them all to add up to 61, every column to 61, this one adds down to 61, this one. Not only that, but also the horizontals. That 13, that 21 has to work alongside to give you, you guessed it, 61. That one has to add up, that one, and that one has to add up to 61. The diagonals, both of them have to add up to 61. The 4 adjoining corners have to add up to 61. I'll tell you right now, there's, let me just pause this. There's a lot more combinations here. I'm not going to tell them to you. That's for you to figure out when you get your own personal zodiac chart or numerology chart. But for instance, the 4 squares, they add up to 61. So let's leave it at that. That's what I use for the numerology and how I make your chart. So over on the air, and of course we have little zodiacs, numerology. Let me talk about these for a little bit. There's also this reading. You will tell me which one of these appeals to you most. I'll put them down here and I'll give you a little reading based off this. And of course, this magical number square is related to other readings, and I will give them for the zodiac sign like I did last week. So that's it. We've got the lucky numbers, the elements, the pentagram, and so let's begin the zodiac readings for September 5th to September 11th. Enjoy the reading. Thank you. We're going to work on next. The next earth sign, Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Welcome back. You ready for your reading? Let's take away that pentagram for now. Let's give these cards a nice shuffle. Virgo. The reading for September 5th till September 11th. A very powerful year for you, I know. This year, a lot of challenges for a lot of signs. A lot of fortune too, depending on where you're at. One more shuffle and we'll lay out the cards for Virgo. And how are we going to lay them out? Just like I explained earlier on the pentagram. Wood, fire, earth, metal or air, and water. Let's take a look at where you're at, Virgo. This week, looking for a challenge. Careful what you wish for. Look upon the stars, dream, juggle the money. I've seen that one before, and a different perspective. Alright, so you're thinking about going into battle maybe, right? Are you, Virgo? A little bit of a battle next week? Probably, perhaps. Be careful who you're hurting. You might just hurt yourself. So think twice about it. Instead, with work relation, look to the star. That's the beautiful star. That's the major arcana. It means dreams and possibilities, new frontiers. Keep yourself grounded, but also have those high dreams. The money relation, this could be related to work. Someone that's a little bit of a conflict to you. Don't worry about it. The money situation is good, but maybe it is time to look at things a little bit differently. Take a different perspective. Look at life a little bit different. Okay? I don't know what battles you might have, but if it's just a little work battle, again, be careful, because you know what they say, revenge, and you don't seem like the revengeful type to me, Virgo, but you never know. Maybe something that's really ticked you off. Let me just excuse myself while I'm wiping myself. It is probably the hottest day that I've felt so far. So Virgo, that's it. It's a good reading. Like I said, you've got the star, new dreams, new daydreams about something that you could start new, and it is going to bring money, and look at things in a different perspective. Just take it easy right here. Let's see what your key card for this week is. Take a look at it. Give it a nice shuffle. Your key card. This came up quite a few times today. Accountability. Justice. But in your particular case, it makes sense. Accountability. Careful what you do. Weigh it in. Alright? This is the justice card. For every action, there's a reaction. So, whatever you decide to do, there's always accountability. Let's take a look at your lucky numbers. Do you have lucky numbers? Of course you do. This is not yours for personal use. This is for the sun sign Cancer. No, Virgo. What am I talking about? Virgo, there it is. Do we have the numbers? The numbers in time. There we go. There we go. Virgo, take a nice snapshot of that. I gave him in the last reading. These are the lucky numbers for Virgo in general for the year 2020. If you want your own personal numbers, well, you're gonna have to contact me. So that's a different reading, right? Yeah, first one's free. Yeah. Then, I'm kidding. All right, kind of, not really. Did we finish with Virgo? Yes, accountability. Yes, accountability. Gone. Bye-bye. Did you see this? Yes, take a look at it. Take a look at things a little bit different. A little perspective. Let's put away. This is Virgo's reading. Still with Virgo. Let's put them away. Let's get rid of the Virgo sign. And who do we have back readings for September 5th to September 11th? And I want to please ask you to like, subscribe, share, and get the notification. That helps the algorithm a lot. And join me next week, because next week for the readings we'll be using Zener cards. Aren't these beautiful? There's different colored ones, and there's the dark colored ones, black. We're going to mix them together, and we're going to give readings, and depending on what color comes up, we'll be using the Loshu square, or maybe the elemental star, and put them along each element. So we'll see if we do that, if we do the Loshu square with the numbers that I've had, and you pick out a key card. We'll figure it out, but join me next week. It should be a very interesting reading. So please, once again, like, share, subscribe, press that button. Thank you very much. Until then, have a wonderful week. Ciao.